we'd want him watching your energy and your stride for that. So it's going to be the same thing for the walk. I think there should be sometimes he can come out and just be like picking a walk. Yeah. Just like if you were at work and you were just walking in the aisle to get a drink. But then there might be times that your boss is like asking you to hustle to get something done. Yeah. So same kind of thing. Good. Good. And now maybe pick up your energy and pick up your head and kind of walk a little circle around your rope there. Like chipper, chipper, chipper. Like that? Yeah, you don't even have to lift your knees that high. You could just stride out like you're almost jokingly power walking a little bit. Like how would you show them when you're walking? Yeah. See, but you could still ask him to come on a circle. Like you don't have to change that to be making a circle, but you just have to carry that kind of intent. Make it realistic like you're showing. We don't want to be one way at home and then another way to show. So like the walk you were just doing a little bit ago, you would do that kind of right around your rope on the ground there.
But so like make a bigger circle out here.
Not really. No, I would just make it right around your rope. And he can go bigger, sure, but not you necessarily.
Yeah,
and if you're begging for him to come, I would whoosh with my string on the stick. Yeah, and then if he trots, then just slowly reel him in. Like I wouldn't bounce on the rope because we don't want to shut him down. I would just reel him in until he walks and then be like, thanks for that, thanks for exploring. Try and keep your head up. Yeah. And you can kind of, if you're wondering where he's at, bring him up to you. See, this is going to build on your showing where I said sometimes you'll be out in front of him. Yeah. So you can gain a few feet.
Yeah.
That's a lot. Yeah. And this is exactly what we're working on right here. And he may even trot a couple steps, but he's there. See how that walk is starting to nod more? Yeah. And reach out? And look, now he's right more beside you. Yeah. So this will be, again, as always I usually say, it's very hard the night of when I'm throwing out ideas. But you'll take it and play with it, make it your own. That's already getting better. And he's got a little more swag in the walk. And then, could you kind of go back to whatever walk? You might stand still, I don't know. And then did he change? Yes. And maybe too much. Maybe he stopped and he didn't read that you wanted to keep walking, but at least he read you. Oh, yeah. Good. Yeah. Good. Good. So he kind of shook out, and he was really looking kind of like, hey, whatever. And now pick up your energy and walk out a little bit. And if you feel good, he's watching you, good. And if you feel like you're out ahead of him, whoosh, come with me, my partner. And you would use the dressage whip in the same way. Now he'll just kind of run into the rope here a little bit, and you'll still be walking. See like how he's going to run into it? There. And then he gets down into walk. See, so he'll learn he shouldn't have trotted, but you're not just totally reaming on him, making him wrong for trying something. Oh, he's kind of behind you. He's got to get some swag in that walk.
What's when you say whoosh with the whip, what does that mean?
I don't want to do it like that. I might take your stick and you have it in your left hand, and I might go
forward?
Yeah, like you're
okay, like I'm scooping
impulsion. Yeah, I like the scooping up theory. Because you can do that with a short little dressage whip. Yeah. And you can kind of, the judge won't see it as much. It's like going like this, like, go, horse!
Yeah, I mean, all I've been doing with him is just that much of a difference.
Yeah, see, and he just read that there, didn't he? Yeah. So don't use your carrot stick in any different way from how you would your dressage whip. It just might have a string off the end. See, like there, it looks like you're wanting for something, so ask for it. Don't just keep wanting for it. There. And then let him run into the rope. You're like, well, thanks for trying. We're going to keep walking, keep walking, keep walking until he doesn't stop. There. See how you'll catch him on the downstroke. That's a good walk. That's he's reaching out better. We still need him to overtrack maybe a little bit more. But you'll see, like probably on the tape, where he's nodding his head and he's trying. Yeah. And also, we're watching for him to nod his head down to the ground, of course, not up and back like a chicken. We don't want the chicken walk, so we want him really using and reaching through his shoulders. He looks good there. And then you might go play on something else, like trot or something. Good, good. Super. Why don't we do before and after videos?
climbing down the wall.
Right, right. And I have a little behind you, you're gonna call him up to you, so you don't have to run as far. He'll catch you, and then by the end, he'll probably have passed you a little bit. Okay. Does that make sense?
I'm working on it.
Yeah, I know. So try maybe right. Try it that way and see what you think.
Try it to the right.
Yeah. So I want, if you have questions, we want to exhaust questions. That doesn't mean they'll feel like home tonight. And then you can decide to leave actually a little ahead of you by the end. Yeah. But it works out because it doesn't last. You know, you don't want to decide the final. So yeah. That straight will.
I might not have been taping that first circling.
Okay, that's fine. She'll get plenty, I'm sure. Anything, you know how it is. Anything you get is just nice to be able to see.
I like how they look like, he really looks like he's floating. I mean, but I guess a lot of horses do, but it's fun when you're watching
Some
them.
have more natural flow in them than others, like he does.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
it's nice.
I said he really has a floaty look to him
Yeah.
when he's moving. So I sort of, the camera got a little shaky there for a minute, but
That's fine.
I was readjusting.
The main thing is overall, I hope they get back into what we were doing before.
So it's like when he's what I call kind of behind you and left. Last circle to prepare coming down the side of the triangle, especially your lengthening triangle. Okay? So for instance, if behind you, can I just have a second? I'm talking about me. So say in your showing your triangle, you're okay, so let me see. This will be one side. And obviously this may not be true to scale, but it'll give something to kind of write as a common denominator tonight.
Yeah, I want to say it's like the length of a small quadrant on each side. Or
Yeah. And okay, so there we'll put that there, because then if you were on the outside when these this is crazy that they put the humans
on the outside.
yeah, Andalusians don't do that.
That's great.
They say we have 2 legs and you have 4. We're putting us on the inside.
Yeah, somebody definitely thought ahead on that one.
But they also give us a longer line.
Yeah.
So, you know, we have to run, but not like we're holding reins.
Yeah, they say, you know, they need to be able to see the horse, not the handlers. That's why they do it that way.
Yeah. And the rationale with the Iberians is the rope is so long,
Yeah.
they end up having a clear view of the horse,
Yeah.
regardless of whether the humans are on the inside or not. Just interesting how different things, how you can set up different
And I
things.
know when they set it up, they really wanted to make sure they did it exactly however it's done in the open editions.
Yeah, yeah, no, I think that's good.
So
You want to be consistent with USDF. So we've got the 2 orange cones and the red blocks for our triangle.
okay.
There we start.
How old is this guy now?
He turned 6 in May. Super mild. It's funny, looking back at last year's photos and the year before and all that, I thought he would look gangly and like a baby, but instead I'm like, oh yeah, I see the potential there, and that's what developed here and all that.
And then do you ever do software?
I think I left it somewhere.
Now, where are you going to be working? Where do you want me to stand?
Let's have you stand, Joan. You either sit on the mounting block or stand over here or sit on the bleacher. I think all of those will give you hopefully a view. See, he'll pass right in front of you there to that red block, and then to the orange cone and then this orange cone.
All right.
So first off, let's practice this all at walk. You set it down. Let me show a little bit. So what? It's not easy to do this.
Uh-huh.
So eventually, you'll just do that at the show and he'll move it.
I don't think we're allowed to touch the horse.
Oh, you might want to find that, make sure on that.
Yeah.
And then what we can do is, like I was doing earlier, is just pointing at the foot. Or
Yeah.
then they move it. So that you have some kind of communication to mother's feet, and that you can land, and even though he lands up and nice,
Yeah.
you can still position his feet.
Okay.
I think you need to own that because, I mean, that's showing.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think you're thinking it's going to take too long, and I wanted something that you could point somewhere and see a result. You know, like he's starting to even read that body language, like he said, oh, she's going to do something. So I think he would catch on to it really fast as he has everything.
Okay.
Then, when you're walking, one thing I might do is give him more space by his mouth.
Okay.
But if you need to, swing your arms a little more.
Okay.
That way he won't be like swinging on his neck.
Yeah.
But he's going to sense you're swinging your energy, especially for the lengthened walk. And see, like these turns, I want you to at home practice talking to him about getting his shoulder up and around.
Yeah.
That when you then come out of it, he's on his butt.
Yeah.
So that he's showing his strides better.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's just try this triangle at the wall.
Okay. And we're gonna do the lift of the shoulders up and around.
Yeah, and you're gonna have to walk big for that one, because you're not really asking him to stop and pivot, but you've got to clear space through in front of him in time to make your turn. Now, will they allow you to put a lip strap on the bottom of the bit? That would be great.
They could. Yeah. To keep that rein from slipping over in the corner.
Yeah.
Those little itty bitty rolled lip straps are
Yeah.
great for that.
For showing your hand. If you need one, there's a little shorter right now. I need to have them. I can always bother them in the nail. See, that was nice.
Then confirmation, I mean, I take that.
As judge here,
Yeah.
I like that. I would say the right front wouldn't have to be as back as far as that. If I were to pick anything, but chorus forward, I like that.
Yeah.
And it's going to take you really anything to do that.
Yeah.
So, put him hand a little further away from bit.
That's
Good. 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 Walk beyond. Yeah, then really walk up and around in front of them. And you're striding out now. So move your arms more. Further away from the bit. That's a little better. Like you want to be able to just swing freely from your shoulders because you want it there, there, and then up and around there. And then that's a little bit less extended walk. They want you so lengthening on that side only.
You have to show everything else. Yeah, when I get nice walks. Oh boy. But I've heard other people say, no, you should just go the whole way. I would talk to see.
Yeah, I think that'd be good. Okay, try that one more time. Stop and play that red block and let's see the whole thing as a walk. But that was already better.
Yeah, definitely.
Lift. And then you've got to decide if you want to set that right foot back or not. But you have to make a decision pretty doggone quick. And if you do, you'll step in with your left foot and point the stick at his there.
Does the line through the battery mean we're out?
Probably. I've got the little camera sitting up there. Just run it till it's done. Run it till it beeps at you and stuff.
Until it goes black. And one thing I would encourage you on your standing him up positioning, if you're trying to look at him like this, try to look at him so down in his shoulders. He's not showing that he's really a pretty horse. And I really want you to think about that, because when he starts doing this kind of stuff, he's not showing his stature as well.
Yeah. Okay.
So for a sport horse, we want the wither higher than the group.
Yeah.
So you need to kind of come into the halt thinking that. Good. Hand further away from the bit, and swing your shoulders. Yes. Yes. Good. Walk way up and around, and lift your chest and go. You're going to speed up there. Yes, and go. And go. Yes. Think about moving from your hips more than your shoulders going forward. Yep. Yep. Yes, yes, yes. So then your legs free up and go out and lengthen yourself. Not your shoulders. Sometimes when you want to think about going back, you do it up here. Okay. Do it from your legs. There! Get your shoulders out wide and you'll have a better step.
Okay.
That's better. That's better. Up, up. Yep, yep. Good. Good, good. Good for you. Good.
And I would absolutely take that.
Yep, I'm with you there.
In a heartbeat.
But I think that if you think about when you're standing him up, that you're standing yourself up, there. I wouldn't want his head and neck too much lower than that, because he starts looking way too much on his front.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty. Because earlier he was stalking a little like this,
Yeah.
and he doesn't look like a sport horse. I don't want him like that, like your halter, but he needs to not be like this.
Yeah.